Senior year as a whole really made me come into my own, and it just wrapped things up full circle where I realized that things I kind of dreamed about doing were things that I actually accomplished.
My parents have always preached me, 4 years of college is going to be the best time of your life. After graduation, there's going to be a lot of good times, but college is, the one time I get to be with my peers and, just my peers, but college has just been like the time of my life.
I am not the same person I was coming in my freshman year. I feel like it has been transformative and a launching point for the rest of my life and my career.
I have tremendous gratitude for everyone in my journey who's been a part of creating me, making me better and seeing my potential.
To be able to go to a place and say you've grown as a person, but also learned a lot, you've set up well for the real world, and I've made some great friends to keep with you. Something you don't really get anywhere else that I've been very blessed to get.
My time at UK has been incredible. This has been a perfect stepping stone, and you don't think about it because it's so gradual over the 4 years, but then when you look back and really reflect on who you were when you stepped in, you're like, wow, I am way more prepared to go into the real world.
I guess it was the times that I never realized how much fun I was having. When you're having a lot of fun, take a step back and just look at everything that's going on. And it's all coming to an end, and I'm not ready.
I think it's a bittersweet moment because I'm excited for the future, but at the same time, it's closing a chapter that I feel like I just opened yesterday. It's something that I know that I will hold on to for the rest of my life.
I'm just so grateful for everything that everyone I've interacted with here at UK has done for me. Just to look out there and see friends and family there, it'd be like a really gratifying experience.
We've been talking about this day for so long, and it's here, and finally got to walk across the stage and get our diploma and have that moment. I think it's just going to be surreal. I can't believe that we finally made it.
I think the defining point is going to be graduation. To know that I finished all this and I was able to accomplish so much, it'll be an incredibly proud moment.
Looking back on it, I have no regrets. And I know that this is not just a huge milestone for me, but it's a milestone for my family to remember forever, because it means that every sacrifice that they made was worth it. This was worth it.
Graduating to me really is a symbol, and I guess a message to myself that I could do it and I did do it, and I've come out on the other side victorious.
Distinguished guests, the May 2022 commencement ceremony for the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Design, and College of Social Work at the University of Kentucky is about to begin. Will the audience please rise for the entrance of the platform party and remain standing until the conclusion of the national anthem. Leading the processional is the University Marshal, Dr. Karen S. Badger. Maeve Hoppin, a linguistics graduate from the College of Arts and Sciences, will sing the first verse of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does our star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the 12th president of the University of Kentucky, Dr. Eli I. Capilouto.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the University of Kentucky's Spring Commencement Ceremony for the College of Arts and Sciences. The College of Social Work and the College of Design at the University of Kentucky. There are two groups of special guests here on the platform today. First, several members of the university's Board of Trustees are on the platform. I ask that all the board members stand and be recognized. There are also several administrators, deans, and academic officials on the platform. I ask they stand and be recognized. I would also like to note that during today's ceremonies, you may notice that some of our graduates and faculty are wearing red, white, and blue honor cords. These cords recognize a very special segment of the Wildcat family. They symbolize military service to our country, and the University of Kentucky is extremely proud to honor them. I ask these individuals to stand so that we may recognize them. In my years as president of the University of Kentucky, I've enjoyed the privilege of hearing life stories of thousands of graduates. Among the most moving are from those who were the first in their family to graduate from college. And once the first person in the family earns a degree, it seems their children and their children's children earned their degrees. A family's trajectory through generations is shaped by the one who went first, the courageous soul who answered the call to hope. If you, those sitting on the floor here, if you are graduating today as the first person in your family to earn a college degree, I would like you to stand and be recognized. Graduates of 2022, my sincerest hope is that we have prepared you to build a life for yourself, prepared you to build a life for all of us, prepared you to build. Because we need builders. Kentucky and the world beyond our Commonwealth need builders. Builders of jobs and companies, builders of houses and offices, builders of hospitals and health systems, builders of ships and technology that will take us to places like Mars, to new worlds currently beyond our reach and comprehension. We need you to build a life of meaning and purpose. And I hope and I believe that we have given you, through your education at the University of Kentucky, the tools to be that kind of builder. Today, for a few moments, I want to talk with you about a last lesson before you leave. A lesson to build a life of meaning and purpose. As the writer David Brooks talks about it, how do you pay attention to what he calls the resume virtues, those things in life you have to pay attention to build a great career, without losing sight of the eulogy virtues, all the things that they will say about you when you're gone, which revolve around not only competence and capacity, but character, compassion, and contribution. So today I offer 3 lessons for life building that I hope you have learned from us. And honestly, I believe that we have learned them from you. Thank you. First, keep an open heart. You will be surprised where it takes you from here. The writer and columnist Frank Bruni recently wrote an account of the struggles with potential blindness after he suffered a stroke that damaged his optic nerve. As his vision grew cloudy, he wrote, his ability to see and understand more about the people around him expanded. As his eyesight dimmed, his vision grew clearer. In so doing, he felt he gained a greater capacity to walk a mile in the shoes of those around him, and discovered what being open to others could do for him. Bruni understood more so that everyone is going through something. So much he wished people could go around with, in the old days, what were called sandwich boards that advertisements were on, or they could go around in today's world with an electronic sign to simply say what they were facing. And what would these sandwich boards and signs say? Maybe, I've lost someone recently and I'm coping with it. Or I'm struggling with an illness, or someone dear to me is. Or my friend or family member is hurting. Or I'm anxious about what the future holds and where I'm headed. So beyond the carefully curated messages we may put in our resumes or our social media feeds, Bruno reminds us we are all of us going through something. And if not now, we will. Recognizing that and having a sense of empathy for others around you will open you up even more to your potential. It will open you up to the possibility of what others are going through and what they and you can contribute further. So graduates, please keep an open heart. Second, even in the inevitable busyness of careers and further education, find at least one way to build community. Find one passion that takes you beyond self. You will be richer for it in all the dimensions of that word. And I've already seen this desire in so many of you, particularly over the last 2 years. You've volunteered at vaccine clinics, churches, and community centers to extend care to those most in need. You danced your hearts out to raise money to eradicate pediatric cancer. And among your fellow graduates who were juggling jobs and family responsibility are those who interned in the state's Homeland Security Office, or worked with music festivals or orchestras, helped immigrants with language barriers, or served as ambassadors for international students. There are those among you who found time to coach high school sports, or worked and interned on political campaigns, or made plans to return to communities to provide care where the service is much, much too low. You recognize that building a life for yourself means building a life for community and others. A recent speaker on our campus, Heather McGee, who's written a very popular book, The Sum of Us, said there is such a thing as a solidarity dividend. It's the idea that there's more we can do through collective action than we can do apart, or by succumbing to those forces that try to keep people with much in common from making common cause with one another. So graduates, keep giving and going beyond yourself. And finally, don't be afraid to use your voice even when it goes against conventional wisdom and thought. Dissent does not have to mean division. A Kentuckian, Justice John Marshall Harlan, was considered an eccentric for much of his time on the U.S. Supreme Court. He was the lone voice of dissent in some of the most important cases of his day. That includes the 1896 case, Plessy versus Ferguson, which wrongly upheld racial segregation and the blinkered view that separate but equal accommodations in institutions like public schools were just and lawful. It took decades, but decades later, the opinions of this voice of dissent, this eccentric in his time, are considered the very foundations of much of our legal system around race, worker, and child safety laws. He took a solitary path, following his conscience and his deep read of the U.S. Constitution, not knowing where it would end, and regardless of how others around him thought or felt about what he said and what he did. As one person recently said of this history-shaping Kentuckian, we should all reflect on the idea that today's dissent might be tomorrow's truth. The 20th century writer and thinker William White warned in his famous book, The Organization Man, against groupthink. Groupthink, a term that refers to always conforming to group values and sentiments, are what is necessary to go along and feel like you do belong. We do need to build communities strong, durable, and enduring. Communities, though, that have as their foundation a big tent, where people of all identities and perspectives can express themselves, where they can feel they are embraced as their authentic selves. Indeed, true belonging means the ability to encourage and listen to voices that offer us a verse for the play of life that we are all building together, however those verses may differ. Sometimes holding us and others to account means using your voice in dissent. But when you do so with an open heart and with an intent to construct bridges rather than deepen our divides. That too is necessary to build a life and build a community. The great American poet Walt Whitman asked the question in one of his famous poems, "What good amid these, O me, O life?" His poem reveals the hollowness of an aimless life and day after day sleepwalking. He reminds us of the danger of looking away from the chance to find purpose. He calls us to examine the human condition and ask the most important questions about who we are and who we should be, and the criticality of finding our why, our purpose in this precious life we have been gifted. The answer he provided, that you are here, that life exists an identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. We are here in a time we did not and could not choose. There is no easy time. There is only our time. We have an identity to discover and shape, to influence others and better humankind. So as you go from this remarkable place, you will be asked, and you will determine what verse you contribute to life's great play with the cast of all of us. Your answer will be your legacy. We have seen early glimpses of its beauty. We are grateful for this and what you have done to teach us and so many others life-building lessons. Class of 2022, Thank you and congratulations. Please welcome Amy Lou No, a biology and human health science graduate from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Thank you, President Capilouto, and thank you to the Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty and administrations, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. In 1955, Rang Vung Lu left his wife and 5 children to fight along with the United States during the Vietnam War against Viet Cong. He, along with countless American men, sacrificed their lives on the ground of Hanoi to protect human rights and freedom. And despite the language and cultural barriers that existed between the American soldier and Rang, he overcame these arduous challenges and cultivated lifelong friendships with his comrades. After the fall of Saigon, he was captured and served 5 years in prison for betraying Viet Cong. Eventually, Rang and his family's freedom was negotiated by the United States government, and the Lus were able to move to America and start building a life for themselves. Rang Vung Lu encompassed what it means to be resilient despite life-altering and inhumane experiences. He was courageous and vulnerable in the face of danger and death. And last but not least, Rang Vung Lu was my own Noi, my grandfather. Together with nothing except their strong familial bond, my grandparents and parents undertook their dizzying adjustment to their new life in America in 1997. Cross-cultural differences were difficult for them to overcome as they tried to adapt to an American culture while also cultivating and understanding their own. And despite the difficulties of settling down in a new country, this land of freedom gave the Lus hope, safety, and a future. They were able to build a foundation that allowed me to have the opportunities today that they were not able to have themselves. And with that, I was able to be the first generation of my family to pursue higher education. Moving 3 hours away from home and stepping foot on the University of Kentucky's campus, I remember the feelings of fear and wariness. I was hesitant, afraid, and always felt guilty of leaving home and not being able to fulfill my responsibilities as the oldest in the family. And through this journey called the college's experience, the University of Kentucky was able to not only provide me with an undergraduate degree, but they were to create a foundation to help their students educationally, mentally, and physically. They were to create an environment that gave me and their students a sense of community and belonging. And in the midst of uncertainty of COVID-19, the University of Kentucky stood by their students and provided them the necessary tools and resources to help them become successful. And during times of chaos and tornado destruction in my hometown in Bowling Green, Kentucky, Big Blue Nation came together to support their students, staff, and the citizens of their state. As I will not be standing here today if it was not for the endless support that the University of Kentucky has provided me over the past 4 years. And to my fellow graduates, today marks a milestone, an accomplishment that you should be so proud of and can commemorate. Remember, as you walk across this stage, all the long nights studying just to achieve that grade you wanted, and the empowering force of education that is placed upon us. Remember the community of the University of Kentucky and the loved ones who have supported you, and who will continue to do so as you embark on your future endeavors. So as the season of our lives comes to an end and a new one starts, there will be new episodes, plot lines, and characters. But remember, you're your own director of every season of your life, and to continue to persevere even when the world gives you every reason not to. Remember your roots, your passion, and your values, to never let one setback overcome you. And last to never let one episode of your entire season define who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, and thank your family. That certainly is a life-building story, too. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the screen for a message from Miss Mary Shellman, President of the UK Alumni Association.
Graduates, I would like to officially welcome you to the UK Alumni family. Our family has many thousands of members across the country and around the world. They have accomplished great things in Kentucky and beyond. Today, you take your place beside them proudly, as you are now a member of the UK Alumni Association. Always remember, Kentucky can. Share your success with us. As a UK alum, you can work harder, reach higher, and dream bigger. This is your university. Keep the University of Kentucky part of your life. I invite you to stop by the alumni table on your way out of the arena to get your official alumni lapel pin. And bring your family to our grad gathering reception on the second floor of the Central Bank Center immediately following your ceremony to celebrate with us. Wherever you go, all Wildcats want to go with you. Congratulations, graduates.
The greatest honor a university can bestow is to award its honorary degree. In presenting an honorary degree, the institution, in some ways, is honoring itself. Those persons who are to receive the degree are carefully chosen because of their contributions to the social, educational, humanitarian, and cultural heritage of the state, nation, and world. Provost DiPaolo will introduce the recipient of this year's honorary degree.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you Chris W. Kimmel.
Chris W. Kimmel, a graduate of the UK College of Social Work, has spent most of his career working in science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM education, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Throughout every stage of his career, Kemmel has exemplified an exceptional commitment to bettering the lives of those in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Early in his career, Kemmel served as an executive assistant for the Kentucky Attorney General and Chief Administrative Assistant for Lieutenant Governor Steve Beshear. The accomplishments under Chris Kemmel's leadership indicate the diversity and depth at which his work impacted the community. As the co-founder and president of the Kentucky Science and Technology Corporation from 1987 to 2018, Kemmel and his team advanced the development of science, technology, and innovation across Kentucky. Under Kemmel's leadership, the Kentucky Science and Technology Corporation created the Kentucky Enterprise Fund, the first state-funded venture fund for innovation-driven companies, provided learning opportunities in classrooms and unique workshops, brought innovative changes to rural areas, and advanced STEM education to ensure that students in the Commonwealth thrive and reach their highest potential. Later in his career, Kemmel founded the Idea Festival, an annual celebration of innovative thinking and ideas, and co-founded and chaired Space Tango, a commercial space company headquartered in Lexington that undertakes research, design, and manufacturing on the International Space Station. In 2019, Kemmel founded Humanity in Deep Space, an initiative that fosters a planetary conversation as humankind continues its transition into space. This, quote, out-of-the-world idea, end quote, indicates a forward-thinking mentality as conversations surround the possibilities and limitations of the future. Chris Kemmel's work is uniquely others-focused, evidenced by his unwavering devotion to philanthropy, human development, education, and societal well-being. He has made education more accessible, provided opportunities for rural communities, and made considerable progress to better the scientific and technological education and economic development efforts within the Commonwealth of Kentucky. The University of Kentucky is proud to present Chris W. Kimmel with the degree of Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, the University Senate recommending, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. We will now present candidates for the doctoral, master's, and baccalaureate degrees in each of the colleges.
Will the candidates for Doctor of Social Work and all Doctor of Philosophy degrees please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for master's degrees in all disciplines please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in all disciplines please rise and remain standing?
Mr. President, on behalf of the College of Design faculty, I present the College of Design candidates for conferral of their respective degrees.
Mr. President, on behalf of the College of Social Work faculty, I present the College of Social Work candidates for conferral of their respective degrees.
Mr. President, on behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences faculty, I present the College of Arts and Sciences candidates for the conferral of their respective degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, the University Senate recommending, I am pleased to confer upon each of you the appropriate degree to which you are entitled with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. For the baccalaureate degrees, it is now fitting for all graduates to perform the traditional custom of moving your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. As you do so, I offer my sincerest congratulations. Will the graduates please be seated? Among these baccalaureate degree recipients whom you've just congratulated, there's a group deserving of additional congratulations. Students who attain a grade point average of 3.8 or higher are graduated summa cum laude. Those with a grade point average of 3.6 to just under 3.8 are graduated magna cum laude. And those having a grade point average of 3.4 to 3.6 are graduated cum laude. Join me in congratulating these students for their academic excellence. As we conclude the awarding of the degrees, there are two very important groups that have been instrumental in your success that I wish to recognize in the completion of these exemplary efforts in graduate and undergraduate study. I ask all the faculty present to stand as we thank them for their dedication to these graduates and to this institution. I would also like to ask the parents, spouses, partners, and families of these graduates to stand as we recognize the measure of their involvement in the achievement we are celebrating today. I extend my congratulations to all of our graduates and wish to simply say, thank you for showing us what is wildly possible. Each of you is given richly to UK, leaving an indelible impression on this institution. You leave here today as a fundamental part of the Kentucky promise, and you have been outfitted with the necessary tools to face the world and its many challenges. As you continue on your path to success, I hope you will remember your alma mater and stay connected to us. We are proud of you and honored to count you among the UK family. Now, after you cross the stage here to receive your diploma, you will leave the arena and be able to join your loved ones in celebration. So while we are still in this space together, I ask that everyone stand as we send you off with the UK fight song. We will now present candidates for the doctoral, master's, and baccalaureate degrees in each of the colleges. Joining me in conferring degrees today is Dr. Aaron Kramer, Chair of the University Senate Council. Dr. Kramer represents the elected members of the faculty, staff, and students of the Senate who, with their deep and heartfelt support, approved the degrees you are receiving today. Provost DiPaolo will now introduce the deans of the colleges and present the degree candidates.
At this time, we will read the names of the graduates as they cross the stage and receive their diploma. Professor Mitzi Vernon is the Dean of the College of Design. Dean Vernon and I request the candidates for master's and baccalaureate degrees in the College of Design please come to the platform to receive your diploma. Master's degrees will now be presented.
Lindsay Nicole Axon.
Lindsay Nicole Axon.
Corey Elaine Craig. Kathleen Elizabeth Branning. Gregory Clay Willett. Hannah Nicole Barnett. Ethan Lane Barnett. Dallas Clark Johns. Nicole Michelle Riggs. Dylan Casey Brewer. Steve Sankei. Claudia Ann Rogers. Jessica Marie Reynolds. Nolan Keith Sanders. Caleb Miles. Jesse Harrison Cornelius. Chandler Sargent.
Bachelor's degrees will now be presented.
Eleanor R. White. Madison K. Warren. Kelsey Ann Broyles. Danny Michaels Jerome. Mohammed Alisa. Lillian Marie Pelleter. Megan Elizabeth Licht. Allison Ray Middleton. Robert M. Reisner. Emily Faith Hall. Connor Thomas Guy. Lauren Elizabeth Major. Sydney Nicole Rocha. Morgan Lorraine Clark. Mallory Ray Glatz. Heather Renee Reeves. Cassidy A. Reisner. Austin L. Jackson. Jarrett Tyler Tackett. Reagan Shaylee Crum. Meredith Grace Lewis. Emily Jane White. Lane Olivia Barshak. Jacqueline Ann Russell. Grace Elizabeth Butler. Keyshawn Parismi Bradley. Chloe Mignon Kelly. Courtney Nicole Connor. Hannah M. Whitley. Elizabeth Ann Johnson. Sean Lucio Wood. Hayden Elise Williams. Madeline Cheyenne Day Hoover. Gregory T. Vergara. Olivia Riley Day. Trevor Sparks. Justin Lane Kirk. Jackson D. Carnes. Bryce William Thomas Emerson. Madeline Elizabeth Higgins. Selah Papapietero. Cassidy Kenny. Kaylee Michelle Kuchma. Allison Michaela McNulty. Madison Taylor Novak. Jennifer A. Wood. Megan Lynn Riley. Jacqueline Olivia Conroy. Anna N. Gillespie, Benjamin Scott Oliver, Jordan A. Truax, Jacob Earl Johnson, Jennifer Leanne Hoy, Bailey Nicole Gibson, Cameron Danielle Moore, Dylan Thomas Day, Sarah Amusheka, Brandon L. Surratt.
Dr. J. Miller is Dean of the College of Social Work. Dean Miller and I request the candidates for Doctor of Social Work, Master's, and Baccalaureate degrees in the College of Social Work please come to the platform to receive your diploma. I would also like to recognize the many faculty involved in their education and honor the role they have in their students' journey. Doctor of Social Work degrees will now be presented.
Zachary David Sloan, hooded by Dean Miller. Zachary Tyler McGeorge. Jennifer Suzanne Smith. Robert Michael Moscus. Bernard K. Showers. Dennis Lee Cornell II. Amy Hernandez. Catherine Tyler Gould. Jessica A. Bird. Mary Elizabeth McDaniel. Michelle Ray Loper. Olivia Dawn Honecker. Caitlin R. Dickens. Christina Ann Feltner. Victoria K. DeVoe. Nancy Ann Patterson. Ellen Taylor Butterkey. Ashley A. Berry. Lucas Prather Hall. Dania L. Addison. Julie Megan Moore. Kay Gaffney Mooney. Sarah Elizabeth Merle. Karina Marie Barker. Travis Marshall Morrison. Jennifer Amber Schneider. William H. Robinson. Joan Marie Camelonis. Travis Adams. Patrick B. Callahan. Tara Rian Wilkins Starwalt. Jessica Johnson. Angela Fisher Williams. Aaron Hamlet. Sally Jane Ingram. Serenity Bridget Lavelle Barker. Angela Nicole Smitty. Tabitha Faye Simpson. Molly Staggs. Baisha Arete Ward. Mary Elizabeth L. Bivens. Sydney Caitlin Cox. Whitney E. Dyer. Kate Corinne Bennett. Alicia Kristen Marie Dawson. Tay DeJesus and Joa Robinson. Montrell Diotis Pryor. Brittany Marcia Gentry. Aisha D. Beasley. DeQuavion Dwayne Cloud. Tunice Masden Cole. Sarah K. Hall. Lindsay Michelle Bale. Marilyn Lucille Sales. Sharion Marcel Elliott Brown. Sharika Danielle Smith. Shanae Rochelle Carter Adams. Danae Leigh Lee Jarman Yabra. Brittany Shatara Reed. Melindy Lichelle Gregory. Shatova Kayleen Buckner Ramsey.
Master's degrees will now be presented.
Melissa Billings. Tracy Elizabeth Blackwell. Megan Marie Collins. Emily Claire Bartenfelder. Joali Elizabeth Paluchak. Alexis Dawn Chadwick. Elizabeth Marie Wycliffe. Jessica Amber Bernard. Annalisa Caitlin Dunaway. Tasha Kozak. Sophia Renee Altore Sanchez. Rebecca Grace Smith. Destiny R. Vickers. Mackenzie Zdanovitz. Chelsea Renee Lewis. Amanda Jo Kraft. Kelly Elizabeth Knazel. Cameron Dean King. Whitney Jenkins. Sean Schaefer. Angela M. Johnson. Tammy Elaine Davis. Jenny Catherine Laboon. Amanda Nicole Dufour. Ryan Elizabeth Shoup. Mercedes Noel Angel. Lakenia Shanae Halliburton Jones. Lauren Kackmeister Martin. Shailyn Paulinia Hildreth. Jenna Finkel. Melissa Mary Chilcote. Chelsea Suzanne Wilder. Bethany Marie Oliver. Amanda Carol Dick. Amina Linnell Ikipufua. Kaphasia K. Fulmore. Jaden L. Walker. Brianna Latasha Horton. Chelsea L. Monroe. Jennifer Denise Mosley. Cassidy Marie Kobilsek. Michaela Tennille Little. Caitlin June Lloyd. Rhonda Lynn Walters. Catherine A. Nikoloff. Mallory Shea Webb. Hannah Jane Rudinger. Jaden Crace Smith. Abby Elizabeth Miners. Haley Danielle Stone. Angela Lenita Dion Faulkner. Faith Nicole Washington. Miriam Lachey Vance. Leslie Renee Phillips. Abigail Rose Nemick. Mariana Faith Russo. Monica Kim. Emily Ann Hidrogo. Quinton Lee Harris Jr. Laura Elizabeth Friday. Ashley S. Christensen. Taylor Drew Lewis. Kirsten Leanne Collett. Tyron Lee Price. Hannah McCloy Hornsby. Bria R. Northington. Jamie Lee Popham. Aubrey Leanne Hinson. Dixie Shreen Creech. Caitlin Nicole White. Kaylee Nicole Hornback. Haneen Abu Zagrit. Iman Khaled Ghonaim. Hoda Adnan Shalash. Rania Suleiman Damra. Daly Wesh. Jessica Marie Hudson. Olivia Catherine Lee. Sahara Shea Stevenson. Ella Louise Calcutt. Emily Marie Harden. Lindsay N. Hall. Michaela Ellen Luann Gillen. William G. Buckman. Evelyn M. Morton Williams. Stephanie M. Canales. Erica Lee Martin. Misty Blue Franco. Kushana Labrie Irish. Catherine Marie Zuzak. Hannah Renee Piper. Toya Lavette Irby. Rihanna Monique Paulton. Alexis Zena Hunt. Agatha Stephanie Alexander. Samantha Lynn Cape. Thomas Earl March. Caitlin Blair Quinton. Virginia A. Paez Gilbert. Jesse L. Klein. Caroline Schlansky. Erin Christine McGuire. Blake Evan Helton. Brittany Renee Bradley. Dakota Scott Jenkins. Caitlin Nicole Dixon. Lauren E. Wiedemann. Josie E. Hayano. Madeline Claire Hoagland. Renatia Pangilinan Respicio. Aramis Puri Sinclair. Brittany Lee Brown. Kimberly Jean Schmidt. Amanda Faith Morris. Robert Joshua Shorter. Sylvia C. Swinney. Cynthia Ann Velasquez. Audrey Jean Sages. Laurie Beth Haggard. Emily Caitlin Lewis. Samantha Jo Mills. Rebecca Brittany Gayhart, Anna Ray Rasmussen, Carrie Michelle Prater, Iwa Romana Arma, Jamie Catherine Irwin, Danielle Dawn Powell, Sarah Elizabeth Belcher, Xavier Roman Chavez, Lisa M. Osborne Martin, Aisha Lynette Faulkner, Keisha Ray Young, Billy E. Mullins, Karen S. Ambergy, Kimberly Ann Teasdale, Mariana Dice L. Carter, Donna S. Price, Taylor Ray Keegan, Frankie Michelle Haynes, Danielle Marie Wilder, April Sarah Getz, Paula Smith, Andrea Santa Maria, Ashley Elizabeth Killian, Sierra Latrice Lenora Buckner, Fimisone Potterbong, Ebony Angelique McReynolds, Therese Diane Aquino, Jordan M. Hoffman, Evelyn Burks, Angela D. Hale, Beth Sheba Bourne, Simone Crumby, Brianna Elizabeth Jeffries, Christine Renee Hostetler, Taylor Lane Mershon, Katrina M. Poplinski, Ariane Margaret Eichelberger, Tanisha Renee Hall, Michelle Eccles, Kylie Stocker Qualls, Edgar Hernandez, Kira C. Powers, Morgan Elizabeth Mahone, Cassidy E. Rivello, Shelby Deshay Deering, Marlene K. Luala, Erica Dos Santos Shung, Merlene Moyes, Amanda Lee Camera, Lidiana Lopez, Abigail Olivia Rains, Abigail Emily Mercer, Brittany Marie Cowart, Rania Hamdi Amer,
Bachelor's degrees will now be presented.
Michaela Drew Mason, Danita Caudill, Christy Lynn Adams, Brianna Marie Walhood, Julia Nicole Varia, Nisreen Ebruham. Allison Emma Horn. Carmen Valenzuela. Louisa Elizabeth Huber. Haley Ray Hendricks. Michaela Laney Rivera. Hannah Grace Teague. Usara A. Geronimo. Selena Adela Lanita Rebolendeo. Madeline Elizabeth Houghton. Maria L. Sapp. Nancy Nolasco. Catherine Flores. Catherine Sierra McFarland. Laura Marie Hazelwood. Annie Marie Atkinson. Jackie K. Jeske. Macy Amira Jundi. Gabriella Marie Horniak. Maya Alexandra Chenault. Alexandria D. Chapman. Haley Santana Brewster. Erin Elizabeth Harrell. Caitlin Brooke May. Shelby T. Hauser. Alexandra Pazador. Erica Dominique Bowman. Molly Dorothy Mullen. Shauna Autumn Joy Kitts. Morgan Danielle Tabbitt. Catherine A. White. Brina Leanne Russell. Madison Chase Reed. Sadie Savannah Taylor. Charity B. Monjanel. Alexander K. Deegan. Devin Riley Penn. Tiffany Cara Doherty. Mitamba Victoriana Kaumba. Hope Brooks. Hannah Elizabeth Brewer. Brooke Hagan Beasley. Shalisa Michelle Jones. Shakina Wright. Kiara Taylor Huff. Kiara Isabella Yulo. Tajma Christina Duffy. Hannah Aaliyah Petty.
Dr. Christian Brady is Acting Dean for the College of Arts and Sciences. Dean Brady and I request the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy, Master's, and Baccalaureate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please come to the platform to receive your diploma. I would also like to recognize the faculty who will be hooding the candidates for doctoral degrees and honor the role they have in their students' journey. Doctoral degrees will now be presented.
Ahmad Ullah, hooded by Dr. Beth Guyton. Shashika Nadishani Bandara, also hooded by Dr. Guyton. Olani Mark Allegan, hooded by Dr. Samuel Awar. Sulaja Gutathasan, also hooded by Dr. Awa. Landon D. Gother, hooded by Dr. Russell Brown. Joseph J. Cummings, hooded by Dr. Christopher Manon. Brandon M. Spencer, hooded by Dr. Ryan Thigpen. Travis Miller Kent, hooded by Dr. Melody Carswell. Ashley Ruderman Loof, hooded by Dr. Carol Mason. Jess D. Lintz, hooded by Dr. Tad Mutesbar. Emily C. Kaufman, also hooded by Dr. Mutesbar. Hunter Ryan Lehman, hooded by Dr. Benjamin Braun. Kayla Grace Bohannon. Cheng-Hui Chung, hooded by Dr. Janet Stamatel. William Glenn Fisher, hooded by Dr. Tony Love. Mary Claire Cunningham, hooded by Dr. Eric Sunday. Catherine Jane McLean, hooded by Dr. Michelle Sizemore. Shannon Marie Branfield, also hooded by Dr. Sizemore. Morgan Keith Stewart, hooded by Dr. Anna Rueda. Patricia Maria Gamboa, also hooded by Dr. Rueda. Irfan Saidi Mokadam, hooded by Dr. Kristen V. Monroe. Athanasia T. Beasley, hooded by Dr. Aaron Koch. Miriam Ruth Dyke, hooded by Dr. Sarah Lyon. Jillian Irene McCommons, hooded by Dr. Anastasia Kerwood. Kimberly R. Dean, hooded by Dr. Burt Lynn. Brian N. Kim, hooded by Dr. Christopher Crawford. Ahmad Hassan Safdar, also hooded by Dr. Crawford. Patrick Kenneth Go, hooded by Dr. Michelle Martel. Gregory Scott Hawk, hooded by Dr. Catherine Thompson. Leon C. Su, also hooded by Dr. Thompson. Sarah Jane Peterson, hooded by Dr. Gregory Smith. Anna Maria Lilia Ortiz, also hooded by Dr. Smith. Caitlin Olivia Hood, hooded by Dr. Crystal Badu. Elizabeth Roslyn Wallace. Chelsea Marie Bosch. Shu Ding. Hooded by Dr. Zhao. Kyle Edward Mullen, hooded by Dr. Christopher Poole.
Master's degrees will now be presented.
Rebecca Cripps Ramsey. Jessica M. Freeman. Palom Barai. Trevor Brewer. Daniel Timothy Mannion. Adrian Don Godbolt. Jessica Chloe Maris. Julia Faye Shira. Anne Warren. Elizabeth J. Cantra. Helen C. Richardson. Elizabeth Ellen Packard, accompanied by Corey. Carly Laughlin. Logan Riley McGuire. Maya Sabrina Menon. Garrett Matul Fragoso. Ebenezer Niai Adama Ari. Shanita Ariona Monique Jackson. William Henry Riekert. Stephanie Ann Sparks. Zachary Ty Gill. William Yasha Breslov. Cassandra M. Richards. Sydney Ellen Gooding. Joanne Fairhurst Maggard. Haley Michelle Hartman. Huda Salah Aljalan. Allegra Ria Solomon. Jacqueline Peyton Howard. Chioma Precious Iziano.
Bachelor's degrees will now be presented.
Jacob Conrad Nochi. Hannah Elizabeth Freed. Avi Bates. Lily Marie Vasakil. Benjamin Hancock. Tiffany Cake Nicario. Peter Andrew Harris. Nathaniel Rush Settle. Elizabeth Ann Butts. Jordan M. Hurt. Peter S. Strasser. Ashante Ryan Ruiz. Molly H. Cook. Elena Grace Ewing Lowe. Abigail Elizabeth Darple. Michael Anthony House. Amy Lou No. Chastity Danielle McCain. Nathan Thomas Cox. Anna Elizabeth Mills. Mingjian Ho Justin Ma. Charcy Rail Johnson. Leah Blair. Bernadine McGee. Ashley Miranda White. Sheridan Olivia Forker. Sydney Elizabeth Lay. Carmen Elaine Cox. Karen Alessandra Ramos. Kathleen Grace Baldwin. Lauren Lee Grady. Lucy Meilon Young. Riley M. Lyons. Olivia Ann Harrison. Imogene Faye Hardy. Shay Elizabeth Coe. Elizabeth Claire Galicki. Samuel Lewis Harrington. Jonathan Kaufman. Devin Eugene Atkins. Brett Teagan Bartley. Keaton B. Sizemore. Riley Page Hall. Madison H. Shepard. Fallon B. Dickinson. Eileen Page Dickinson. Philip Nathaniel Jewell. Leslie Diana Roas Lopez. Austin Chase Ronald Cottle. Eric Kenzo Sakugochi. Sydney M. Wall. Jessica Renee Faraci. Emma M. Poole. Kaushik K. Devakato Kanda. Abigail Elizabeth Harkness. Ashley Caroline Spears. Ahmad Nasir Ayash. Anas Val Elahanwane. Augustine G. Carlson. Zachary Daniel Bannon. Lakin Getner. Jonathan Harris Hyaz. Lydia Grace Sanders. Elizabeth Rose Watkins. Alexis Biscoff. Teresa Catherine Skelton. Alec Justin Ballman. Rachel Emily Teahouse, accompanied by Linguini. Alexandra Nicole Stavens. Allie Christine Canada. Hannah Marie Ewing. Lindsay Brooks Foote. Garrison Mayfield. Benjamin Ford Flora. Grace Evelyn Salmon. Heather Page Evans. Amanda Louise Krasowski. Jessica Irene Gingerich. Brittany Lynn Sorter. Logan Ashlyn Winkler. Laura Mariette Cuevas Melendez. Alexis Christine Harden. Thomas A. Diggins. Emma K. Goldsby. Madison B. Press. Elisha J. Miller. Catherine Elaine Tu. Catherine Elizabeth Allen. Kyla Marie Heim. Ava Carlisle Fugate. Sean Michael Hughes. Mackenzie Renee Gibson. Madeline Elizabeth Wanders. Colleen Heather Scott. Caitlin C. Williams. Ashley Marie Briggs. Maria Eduarda Portela Piva. Joseph Elijah Gibson Isan II. Annalie Perez. Amaya Shade Ford. Savan Shailaskumar Patel. Luke Austin Sayers. Brandon Patrick Dooley. Timothy Michael Stewart Jr. Connor P. Revez. Sophia Adeline Cosgrove. Annie Claire Moorcamp. Hannah N. Mickelson. Ryan James Hassel. Casey A. I. Anna Elizabeth Devereaux. Priya Hitesh Patel. Parker S. Heron. Peyton Lane Ferguson. Carson Douglas Flukowski. Morgan Caroline Daly. Savannah Lee Roberts. Aaliyah M. Reidner. Colin Joseph Donahue. Alicia E. Rupp. Jessica Lynn Marty. James William Perry II. Brianna Ray Grimsley. Cody Nicole Scogan. James Michael Johnson. Matthew K. Kincaid. Tyler Edward Gibbons. Brittany Ann Riggs. Holly Insco. McKinley May Pitts. Candace Jane Markell. Haitlin Chapman. William Edward Johnstone IV. Michael John Sikarsky. Margaret Clara Wilkerson. Alyssa Corrine Feldner. Benjamin D. Neal. Ryan Brendan Preto. Jacob Cushing Sullivan. Alex Raymond Baker. Fla Theodore George. Trevor Lee Slimkins. Catherine Ann Wild. Clayton O. Dalton. Joseph William Laisley. Zani N. Surley. Evan Elise Villanueva. Logan Spencer Ratcliffe. Tanner J. Hurley. Haley McDowell. Michael B. Harp. Akaya Denise Elizabeth Bailey. Zachary William Camilleri. Sharon A. Sagway. Emily Grace Borum. Dylan L. Kurtzinger. Jamie Marie Walsh. Trinity Alexis Johnson. Kyle Logan Addison. Gabriella Marie McCarnes. Megan T. Greer. Mindy Nguyen. Braden Lee Kirkpatrick. Sarah Ann Roach. Kendra Nicole Stevenson. Kaylin Elizabeth O'Hara. Libby Margaret Dolan. Alexis Smith. Solomon Van Meter Mayer. Reagan M. Hook. Madison Nicole McNulty. Grant L. Conister. Jasmine Hina Ahmed. Annalie Caroline Tyler. Victoria Anna Santulli. Jade Taylor Johnson. Kelsey Mae Blackford. Kennedy Ray Spraggs. Demetrius G. Dowling. Matthew J. Muse, Christina E. Cannott, Reagan Antonia Herbeck, Claire Elizabeth Kalkman, Benjamin Peel, Mae Smith Hoppin, Sean L. Courtney, Gandhi Elias Kanan, Ian Fanberg, Heath Tyler Maynard, Olivia L. Morris Bush, Austin Allen Cork, Madeline Rain Williams, Zoe Lauren Hurt, Kevin C. Holler, Austin Scott Boog, Samuel G. Belza, Samuel Aaron Johnson, Anais LaForest, Jordan L. Bernard, Abby Kathleen Carazia, Sophia L. Campbell, Karina Marie Petsy, Ashlyn Shea Fisher, Allie Danae Winland, Jennifer Parrish Carpenter, Madeline Lane Imler, Rachel Joe Burchett, Samuel Benjamin Grant, Ethan Blake Hale Pate, Dylan S. Gilly, Lucas Van Mercado, Ashton Shea Breedlove, Kelly Susanna Galway, Rayleigh Cochran, Carly Scott Salchi, Lisa Rayendra Patel, Shinya Mu, Darren D. Collier, Dorothy Mae Barmore, Elizabeth Lucas Waltz, Mallory Marie Baker, Lainey Elizabeth Robinson, Seth Thomas Ritkus, Thomas Evans Priest, Angela Fu, Maya Elizabeth Elias, Andrew Stewart Butkovich, Tyson Alexander Robinson, George Benedict Mattingly, Anna Elizabeth Pierce, Riley Kirsten Parker, Maya Ashley Welch, Blake Matthew Riley, Olivia Ann Perkins, Jaden Scott Stevens, Michaela Lynn Weaver, Matthew Alexander Friedman, Ethan Philip Chenoweth, Carly Elizabeth Carrick, Addison Hubler, Sean Patrick Keating, Jason Zachary Kasinger, Ava Marie Lowry, Dylan H. Wilkins, Catherine Grace Elliott, Joanna Lisette Campos Sanchez. Shelby Mae Brentley. Jordan Skylar Keeter. Dylan Wade Elzy. Victoria A. Reno. Ethan Patrick Heckler. Bayan A. Magadeff. Taylor Brianna Smith. Aspen Jordan Kelly. Emma Catherine Arvin. Jillian M. Clark. Flor del Maria Musinho. Blanca Giselle Aleman. Danielle Kiara Jean Henry. Jania Lachey Bell. Andrea Carolina Alonzo. Catherine Starr Victoria Manning. Claire Elizabeth Dazan. Magana Sharma. Briley Nicole Chambers. Michaela Nicole Wileol. Cayman Kamara. Melina Elizabeth Serrano. Benjamin Thomas Bowling. Kyle Aaron Skis. Allie Ray Westenhaver. Catherine Ryan Eckhart. Madison Ashley Nicole Webster. Jeremiah Robert Bieber. Joseph Dunlap. James Casey Roberts. Maxwell Proctor. Aaron Wilson Ho. Megan A. Shimizu. Isaiah Daniel Flores. Noah Jameson Banks. Jennifer Elizabeth Guarardo. David John Bowden. Helder Avendano Gomez. Alexandra Kreutzmann. Brian Ruth Huseman. Supriya Chala. Shannon Donahue. Jasmine Victoria Saley. Olivia Starling Tusi. Satvi Awimbai Limbasai. Jano Patel. Isha K. Jogani. Mega Nelishbai Abalehi. Cameron Amber Kitchen. Briston Claire Brentley. Ray E. Bandy. Riley Elizabeth Logan. Alexander Peyton George. Brooke McKee Sawyer. Ashton Irene McMonagle. Morgan Michelle Mappin. Aide Michelle Figueroa Pelayo. Isabella Maria Carone. Cassandra Joy Johnson. Tyler Scott Osborne. Miranda Brooke Rhine. Dylan Alexander Spradlin. Emily Nicole Luck. Riley Reed. Carla G. Bravo. Courtney Danielle Wagner. Micah Bramall. Cameron Kelly Daniel. Megan D. Van Gilder. Ava A. O'Dwyer. Stephen Tyler Hall. Cornelia Parsons. Spencer Elizabeth Hobson. Quincy Caroline Isaro. Matthew Scott Pendley. Philip H. Bright. Kristen Elizabeth Gould. William Philip McIntosh. Roma Karna. Shatara C. Wilson. Vicky D. Blevins Booth. Tatiana Grace Marche Wilson. Kiere Imani Alicia Cade. Anita Charisma Shirvasan. Tyler Andrew Couch. Shelby Mattingly. Ella Robles Tracy. Prabin K. Mando. Jacqueline Yvonne Gaude. John Duncan Schwartz. Alira V. Vargas Ortiz. Bailey Renee Truitt. Catherine Grace Gaynor. Kiarius Shakar Kibler. Shelby L. McCubbin. Chloe Elizabeth Bales. Sarah Danielle Bomberies. Allison Lee Poor. Brendan Jeffrey Gurnick. Laura Taltivicus. Blaine David Starkey. Haley Taylor Simmons. Grace Lynn Kadubek. John Henry Neal. Madison Marie Spray. Sean Michael Blackburn. Elise Casey Stivers and Flipper. Michael C. Frazier. Felicia Marie Rainwater Lyons. Gabrielle Ray Peach. Caden Adam Johnson. Victoria E. Webb. Hannah Claire Whalen. Ian A. Anderson. Lillian Grace Dunn. Reagan Ashley Elizabeth Dixon. Caitlin Joy Meyer. Ethan Bradley Salinas. Alexa Lee Martin. Cole Douglas Durasset. Cameron Rich Roston. Julia Estes. Casey Elizabeth Ott. Emily Elizabeth Horn. Sophia Gail Manchin. Kyle E. Kemmel. Lily Catherine Gullett. Annalisa Marie Mitchell. Caden LeClade Bruce. Paige Elise Mullins. Zachary O. Walton. Christopher A. Wilburn. Josiah Raphael Ford. Kelsey Ann Thomas. Jacqueline Lee Van Horn. Brandy L. Hosmer. Julie Yi-Young Kim. Isabella Serena Carolyn Gibson. Haley K. Kitchen. Angela Richmond. Tori Janae Vestal. Trey H. Barrows. Hannah Atkin. Kayla N. Hodge. Jessica Corey. Lily Lynn. Lindsay Renee Schindler. Hanako Lee Butcher. Maritiana Atonis Panay. Cecilia Louise Pancao. Clara Stewart Campbell. Lauren Rose Stephanopoulos. Sydney Elaine Linnesbart. Natalie Marie Vincent. Jennifer R. Randall. Connor Richard Lucy. Rebecca Elise Williams. Jordan Ray Kuhn. Jacob D. Beckheimer. Emma Catherine Walbrink. Sydney Louise Young. Mackenzie Elizabeth Ragland. Jamari Morales. Deirdre None White. Raven Elise Reeves. Andrea Lachelle Cummings. Ken Tanakuk Holbrook. Jelena Leonie Price. Isaac Paul D'Souza. Anna Grace Mercer. Sydney Haley Herring. Courtney Rose Baharian. Lauren Elizabeth Hudson. Lauren Marie Neiman. Emma Elise Bollinger. Lauren Madison Poole. Madison M. Krogman. Leah H. Smith-Mensa. Mackenzie Laurie McLean. Kylie Nicole Blazkowski. Sasha Varel Siraljev. Alexa Monique Halliburton. Michaela J. DeVore. Rachel Elizabeth Couch. Austin Grant Woods. Jason R. Bees. Olivia Clay. Aman Sai. Lily Duvall Fawkes. Catherine Marie Hansen. Frances Grace Miller. Kelsey Faith Bugg. Anna Louise Vandenberg. Ruth Abigail Ward. Brianna Whittingill. Abigail Marie Pressinger. Heidi Jean Waterman. Annabelle Marie Black. Erin Tate Craft. Olivia Kai Bynum. Carly A. Niesel. Jade Nicole Nicely. Lindsay Caroline Hare. Sarah Beth Ponder. Alexis Madison Duncan. Mark Thomas Crane. Madeline Dawn Horsley. Laura Elizabeth Cox. Evelyn Morales Behena. Andre Lamont Givens Jr. Ryan Joseph Smith. Cassandra Riley O'Connell. Reagan Pierce Cecile. Caroline Bell Johnson. Jessica Rachel Rose. Julia Brooke Stanger. Tiana Trene Upshaw. Favor Anolawapo Sulame. Mary Winifred Ugoma Edom. Courtney C. Martin. Emily Renee Sexton. Keely Rachel Farrell. Zachary A. Beckner. Michael Richard Bassett II. Skylar Daly Smith. Brooks Philip McCain. Blake Robert Gidley. Dylan Tweesdale. Alexandra N. Mucci. Kaylin T. Brumigan. Nathan Miles Roark. Kayla Tasia Holmes. Talicia Holmes. Nathan Scott Wise. Nicole Ann Emke. Catherine Marie Doughty. Randy Marie Tollinson. Lauren Baer. Olivia M. Brown. Zoe Ashlyn Segola. Bailey Doza Penderson. Devin T. Walker. John David Shoemaker. Caitlin Michelle Stevens. Marissa Nicole Stevens. Haley L. Stuluti. Jason Day Douglas. Matthew James Zachman. Mia Grace Stefanel. Alexis Grace Taylor. Brittany Marie Alexander. Sydney E. Daniels. Aubrey Holland Weary. Emma Elizabeth Montgomery. Thomas Dirks Cleveland. Marie Elaine Gilroy. Andrew David Hume. Obada Tolaimat. Saf K. Siddiqui. Noah B. Jones. Daniel A. Fowler, Samuel Joseph Guzio, Jamar K. Yarborough II, Dalia R. Elrabi, Kiami Geraldine Rodriguez, Niveen Youssef Hamad, Jesus Omar Ortiz, Ashley Starks, Julie Coy Martinez, Emilio Inacio Santa Cruz Jr., Maria Paris Holthouse, Tatiana Lee Boyd, Cassidy Alisa Rose Weichert, Caitlin Elizabeth Armstrong, Joy A.V. Bussell, Hannah Elizabeth Auden, Alexis Michelle Brooke, Madison Isabella Trombley, Jasmine D. Clark, Janae Alicia Lombardi, Lauren Celeste Smith, Ben Yu, Wesley L. Goebel, Eric Robert Bias, Elizabeth Dunlap, Aya Eddie Equel, Hannah Catherine Gons, Kinsey A. Blevins, Ugoma Celeste Adinu, Kaylee Elizabeth Brooke, Jennifer Mary Kokotis, Grace Wynn Brakefield, Alana R. Cantor, Lauren Nicole Keating, Hunter Rowe Morrison, Paige Elise Butcher, Lyndon Hassani, Munib Harun, Arabella Grace Jackson, Braxton Mackenzie Price, Hasib Ahmed, Noah Wayne Little, Emma C. Wicke, Emily L. Beatty, Holly Lynn Wilson Ruyan, Ellie McLean Spanier, Kindness Chinazakaya Spray Ukware, Clarissa Ngono Okoma, Claire Catherine Lange, Simone Elise Bibbs, Peter S. McCauley, Jovita Ann Devasia, Samuel Marcus Pasamonte, Cole Riley, Benjamin Patrick Cortez, Jacob Nicholas Robles, William Allen Bobdren, Jada M. Cormel, Tessa Noreen Bregleman, Michelle Marie McHugh, Richard Il Lee, Courtney Elise Lee Bremen, Justin Elizabeth Dawn Porter, Shiona Denise Gaines. Ann Markham Hines. Brianna Nicole Carl. Nua Dir Yassim. Ahmed Diar Yassim. Stephen Patrick Boggs. Cassandra Michelle Hacker. Nicholas Scott Veneman. Taylor Renee Snow. Miriam Margaret Stidham. Hunter Lee McCutchery. Aaliyah Danielle Franklin. Molly Kathleen O'Connor. Elias J. Weekly Coop. Juming Hu. Yichuan Lee. Mo Shen. Zhu Zhang. Ziwi Wang. Sarai Rosemary Combs. Jacqueline Mays Reynolds. Anika Anil Yadav. Alexis Paige Darden. Shayna Michelle Coleman. Quintane Tiana Lee Smith. Lauren Danae Burvine. Olivia Noel Owens. Patrick Thomas Sullivan. Ty Zoll. Sarah Lee Schultz. Danica E. Moon. Teyawini Sudaka. Haina Calhoun. Faiza Ashraf. Roxanne Mubligi Urzeni. Rebecca Ann Devins. John Ross DeBoard. Perry Christine Bockrath. Rachel Lee Boyce. Jacob S. Brizendine. Jennifer Antoinette Ostig. Grace Carr. Holly Lynn Rowe. Luke Fei Gong. Ji Cho. Robert L. Crawford. Brianne Igabe. Megan Arlene Simeonich. Caroline Renee Webster. Daniel Patrick Stewart. Jada Mike Mikal Taylor. Charles Douglas Buckler III. Douglas Charles Buckler. Mina Samed Sami. Farida A. Wahiba. Keanu A. Exum. Ethan H. Tello. Elizabeth Chaplot. Emily Evelyn Smith. Patience S. Nizilamba. Lauren Malay Davis. Hannah Michelle Spray. Jana Elizabeth Vaught. Caitlin L. Spurlock. Sydney Alexandria Johnson. Natalia Raven Swat. Natalia Raven Sweat. Braden Paul Edward Higgins. Abdul Mazur Amakale. Connor Francis O'Brien. Chase Nicholas Lundy. Elliot Sharp. Unama Hakum. Samuel Austin Stewart. Adarsh Chitarra. Peyton Kiana Sinkbale. Jordan Grace Overly. Ellen Ireland Budloni. Juan Montilla Pabon. Jack Wyatt Landon. Zamaria Angelic Bell. Sarah J. Crockett. Rachel Endicott Stanley. Allison Michelle Gavin Lara. Jalen Danielle Felton. Brady Stark. Andrew Smith. Minki Liu. Hadar Kali Al-Kutaifi. Kyle M. Bradshaw. Emily Minghua Shou. Marisol Rangel. Nikki Hewen Tran. Carmen Alexis Bruner. Adriana Nicole Navia. Mia Edna Lily Laponte. Chastity Cheyenne Sizemore. Sigwan Huang. Lauren Deanna DeBoer. Benjamin W. Wendell. Robert Connor McGinnis. And Kayla Marie Woodson.
The university community appreciates your attendance, whether in person or virtual, at this 2022 commencement ceremony.